This is about questions on, are you using your time wisely? I've done a great time blocking, bending time training that's pretty long, but something to think about in sales and running a business is, are you using your highest and best use of time? And under my trainings with Tom Ferry, he calls it HABU, Habu. And it's something really important because I think there's a lot of things written about time. There's actually a quadrant where something is urgent and not important, so it kind of gets precedent, or something is important and urgent, so that's really going to get precedence. There's important and not urgent. Super important stuff like your life mission, things that you want to plan for yourself, maybe time off for yourself. That's very important, but it's not urgent, so it keep getting pushed, like working out. And then the last thing is not important and not urgent, and sometimes we get caught in that loop of not important and not urgent. One of the things I would challenge you to do if you're finding yourself doing things and you're like, where did my time go? I'm not using my time wisely. I'm not using the time to generate income where I'm supposed to be generating income. If you're in sales, most of your time needs to be doing revenue generating activities. And I know that you hear that all the time, but sometimes people are like, what does that mean? What does it mean for you? If you're in real estate, that means connecting, always be connecting, ABC. Connecting with people that you have bought and sold with you, connecting with vendors that you work with and partner with, strategic partnerships, connecting with making content like this, maybe walkthrough videos, connecting with, studying the market. And those are things that you need to do, but really ultimately, what are you doing to move your business forward? Or are you getting caught up in getting ready to get ready? That's one of my favorite sayings that my old manager used to say, stop getting ready to get ready. Meaning like, oh, I gotta go research the thing to do the thing. And then I'm gonna research some more and call someone to see if that's right. And let me check one more thing to see, and let me verify that one more time. And then next thing you know, the whole day's gone by and you haven't done anything. If that's familiar, then you need to stop and really take a look at your schedule and see if the majority of your schedule is you doing income producing activities, revenue generating activities. If you're in sales, you're going to live or die by this, right? So don't get caught up in researching and adding the new silver shiny ball program, or I need to sign up for this and I need to go to that training. Don't get me wrong. I go to a ton of trainings. I go to a ton of conferences. I'm always growing myself. But one of the things I pride myself on is I implement, and execute. So if you're finding yourself not executing, you're getting overwhelmed with too many things at one time, you need to back that train up and figure out what are the top 3 things you need to do every day. That's what I do. What are the top 3 things I need to do every day that are going to move my business forward? Number 1 needs to be making calls to your people. And those of you that are resisting phone calls, you need to ask yourself why. If you're going to tell me, oh, my clients don't want to have a conversation with me, I'm going to call BS on that, because every time I call someone, they're super happy to talk to me. And I'm pretty sure that if you really spent time to be curious and connect and find out what's going on with someone, they're going to want to talk to you. And so I would challenge you to really connect and make phone calls, try to have coffees with people, try to get belly to belly and face to face. I don't know why people avoid that so much. There's a concept of text and email being benign communication. That's what I learned this past week at Business Mastery. It is benign. You can't connect. It's really hard to have emotion over text and email and feel connected with someone. Text and email is really meant for small pieces of information to verify and confirm and to double check and to book. Get on the phone, have a conversation, check in. Find out what's going on with them. How can you serve them? How can you be a bigger part in their life? Because sometimes you just don't ever know. Some people need that check-in. And I love it when people check in with me. I have people that follow up with me and check in with me, and I'm always delighted, and it really brightens my day. I think sometimes you don't realize what an impact you can make on people. And I would hope that if you're doing this business in real estate, that you're really out there to serve your community and serve your clients. The other effect is that you happen to make some money, right? And one of the things you need to think about as you're serving people, what are you doing to move that forward for you? And a great habit would be to calculate what is your hourly rate. So if you want to make a certain income a year as an agent in real estate or for your family, I would calculate that. I would say, if I'm going to work 40 hours a week and there's so many hours in the month and year, obviously take time off for vacations and time off, what is my hourly rate? And if you're doing activities that you could outsource or leverage, like they report back to you, you don't have to give it away. If you're doing those types of activities, you have to ask yourself, wow, you are your own assistant. If you could pay someone the hourly wage of an assistant, you are your assistant and you're losing that money because you're spending an hour and you're losing your hourly rate to do assistant hour work. That would be an equivalent of it. And so that's kind of one of the things I would challenge you to do, to see how much time are you leaking out of your life, refusing to do revenue producing activities, and then turning around and blaming, oh my gosh, I didn't have time to call that person, or oh my gosh, this happened, and I didn't have a time to connect with that person, or go to dinner with that person, or make that call, or do the CMA, the market analysis to send and drop off to them. Oh yeah, I'll call them tomorrow. How many times are you doing that in your business and you don't even realize you're missing an opportunity? Because that opportunity is going to come and go. And that's one thing I would challenge you. Coaches out there, I think we turn probably blue trying to tell our clients, stop looking for the special sauce. It's all in the ordinary. It's in the ordinary activities done every day consistently that produce extraordinary results. It's the one shot that Michael Jordan did over and over and over again to perfect. It's the one thing that made him so amazing. The one thing you do, if you could just make some phone calls every day consistently, I'm pretty dang sure that your business will multiply and multiply and multiply. And then you get in that habit, it becomes a muscle. It feels weird that you didn't make calls and connect with people. It feels weird that you didn't wish people happy birthday, or you didn't go by and check on them. It feels weird that you didn't connect to say like, hey, let's have a dinner, or do some client things. It's weird that you don't follow up and ask for that business and say, I want to earn your business and I want to earn the right to be able to be your person in anything real estate for all your people. That's something that's earned over time. And if you don't put the time in and make those calls and use that time to do that, then I would say you probably shouldn't be in sales. And if you I don't want to be salesy, well, sorry to tell you, you're in sales. So get over it. Or go be an admin, because licensed admins are really needed right now. So go be an hourly admin if you don't want to be in sales. Totally get it. There's plenty of other people that do want to be in sales. And I think their sales gets a bad connotation to it because everything is sales. The ministers sell Jesus. Everybody has to sell something. And if you don't understand that you're there to serve, you have to understand that you're the brand, and you don't have to sell in a way that's gross. You can sell by attracting. And attracting you can't do until you connect. So you need to spend time connecting, maybe calling it connecting time instead of prospecting time if that makes you feel icky. But I would challenge you, that's the one thing, please, please, please do. Make sure you're carving chunks of time. Maybe do it in spurts. I think people get really stressed about I'm sitting here for a whole hour and I don't know who to call and it's stressing me out. That's the kind of the number one question I get. Why don't you just do a couple a day? Why don't you go on people's social media and comment and get involved in what's going on, and then send them a little note or give them a call? There's a lot of ways you can do it. You don't have to do it all by sitting in there with a headset calling people and calling people you don't know. I would challenge to call people you know first. And then you get really good at it and you like talking to people, then maybe add on some other people that you don't know, like calling people from your neighborhood through a list that you may get, or through people that sign up for something. There's all different ways, but just call. I think that's the biggest thing I want to take away, is that highest and best use of time right now in real estate is calling people, connecting with people, showing properties, writing contracts, negotiating. That's what you should be doing every day, and creating content like this, putting content out that allows people to get to know, like, and trust you and want to choose you as their agent. And now I'm not the only one producing videos like this, so I'm hoping this will hit you, because I'm sure you've heard it from Tom Ferry and all the other coaches and everyone out there doing it. Everyone says the same thing, but yet no one wants to do it, and they want to find some magic pill to make their business move forward. Just make the calls and connect and find out what that person needs and fill the need. Solve the problem and you'll get paid. And surprise, surprise, they'll refer you. And surprise, surprise, you'll feel good because you used your highest, best use of time, and you're not pushing paper around and you're not getting ready. So I challenge you, comment below if you do this already, or you're struggling to make calls, and what's your biggest excuse and how you're not going to do that anymore. I would love to know that. And please like and subscribe if you want to know more content on how to grow your business in real estate as women, and how you're going to move your life forward by thriving in life and real estate. And I'll see you next time.